So today I want to talk about a few accessories for your DJI Action 5 Pro that I think are a must, not only to protect your camera, but also to make it much more functional. Let's dive in. Okay, so today I have 5 accessories that I want to go over that I personally bought for my DJI Action 5 Pro that I think are really functional and practical, but also improve the experience with this, well, action camera. Doesn't matter if you're a vlogger or if you're gonna put this thing through abuse, or if you're just gonna be using it for a B cam or even a behind the scenes camera for your YouTube videos or maybe your professional content videos. I personally think each item's worth it and I use them all the time. So to give you guys some context, I ended up buying the Adventure combo kit for my DJI Action 5 Pro. And in that kit, you get a lot of really good accessories, like for example, 3 extra batteries or 2 extra batteries and a charging case for the batteries, which I think alone is worth it, right? You have multiple batteries now with that Adventure pack. And then you also get a selfie stick and a few other items, right? That make it a little bit more appealing. But it's not a perfect bundle. So without further ado, let's dive in with the first item, a cage. Now, the Adventure bundle package came with this like little cage thing for the Action 5 Pro. And it was kind of dinky, to be honest. It's really awkward to put in, and it doesn't feel that super heavy duty, right? I mean, I'm sure it does the job. It protects the camera to an extent, but it doesn't give you additional features, right? And I was looking for a cage that both was practical and easy to use, and the camera fit fine, but also didn't get in the way of the original design of the camera. So I wanted to have the ability to open up the battery door compartment, for example, and swap out a battery. And that's a big deal. And there's not a lot of cages that give you the ability to do that, believe it or not, including the manufacturer's cage from DJI. So number 1 is the SmallRig cage. And in my opinion, this is the best cage right now for the Action 5 Pro, or really the Action line for DJI. What makes this cage so special? Well, it's definitely heavy duty. It's made out of good materials, and I definitely feel like it's going to protect the camera, hands down. But what I love about this cage is the fact that you get additional features now. A big one for me is this little hot shoe right here, where now you can attach a microphone. Clipping it on here just like you would on a hot shoe, and now you have a portable microphone. You still retain the magnetic features, right, that's associated with the Action line. So the bottom is magnetic and the side is magnetic here, and you can easily swap between shooting long form versus vertical and so forth. A big deal for me though is it is completely compatible with the battery compartment. And it's actually pretty cool how they did this. There's just this little switch that you hit, and now you can take the lever down and you access the battery compartment and the memory card. That was a big deal for me. Last but not least, it locks up really nicely and you just slide the entire camera in there. Something to note though, the little rubber garment that comes with the DJI, I found when I was putting the camera in, that garment was just a little too much. It's kind of a tight fit and it wouldn't go in. I had to remove that little rubber garment around the lens, and then it finally accepted the DJI 5 Pro. There's a lot of pros to this cage, which is true, but there's also a huge con. I found that the bottom magnetic part is still very sticky and it easily attaches to metal surfaces, but the side one now isn't as strong anymore. So if I wanted to like clip this sideways, right, it's just too heavy. It just kind of slides and drags down. But of course, if I do want to magnetically attach it with the bottom base, it holds it just fine. So it's a little bit off axis now. It's a little uneven. I feel like the magnets here should have been way stronger on the side. You do get the 1/4 inch attachments, and you can go that route if you want. I just wish you still had the magnetic feature, right? And then finally, although you get a lot more functionality and the cage is wonderful and you get a bunch of, 1/4 20 mounts now all around here, it is kind of expensive, right? So it comes in at about $40. There are coupons, so if you do see a coupon, definitely, get one. I do think it's worth it, but there is a caveat, and that brings me to the next thing. Number 2 on my list is related to the cage, And I gotta say, when I bought the Adventure combo, this was something that I absolutely hated. But basically, they include the little plastic Action quick release, quick attachment little magnetic things that you can use on selfie sticks and so forth, right? The little, the ones that we're familiar with, the little Action adapters. And I just thought they were so weird. They didn't fold down. They were not vibing with me. So the next thing on my list is actually this little magnetic quick release Action, adapter for all of your Action accessories, selfie sticks, the helmet cams, all that stuff. And it's also made by SmallRig, and it works flawlessly with the cage. This little thing is great. I love that it's very compact. It folds down. It also maintains the 1/4 thread on the bottom. Now you can attach all of your favorite stuff. It magnetically attaches. It's very, very secure. It's not going anywhere. But the big con to this guy is it's also another $20. So if you're going to get the cage and you're going to get this little magnetic adapter, you are now looking at 40 plus 20, which equals $60 additional dollars. Do I think it's worth it? Absolutely. Not only does this look way better, it's more rugged, it's more impressive, and gives it a lot of functionality and a huge upgrade over what you get from the Adventure combo or just straight from DJI in general. I definitely don't have any regrets, but I do understand if an additional $60 on top of the camera purchase is too much, but I think this is a great combination. The next item on my list is luckily not too expensive. It's actually fairly cheap. And the good news is you get 2 of them for about $5-6 or so, under $10. These little rubber lens covers, they just go right over the lens, just like that. And that's a big deal for me because sometimes I just want to carry this in my pocket or in my jacket pocket or something like that. And I definitely want to protect the lens. As you guys know, with Action cameras, they have smaller sensors and the image can be beautiful out of them, but the image is also very fragile. Any smudging on the lens or scratching especially can really, really dramatically decrease your image quality and impact the image quality. So making sure you're always protecting that lens with something, a lens cover, a lens hood, whatever, is a big deal. I love these. You get 2 of them. They literally just go on just like that. They stay put, and I haven't had any problems with them. I just keep one in my case and I'm happy with it. Now here's the thing though. I found a package that goes a little bit further. For $20, you get 2 of these lens protectors here, right? The lens covers, the lens hoods, whatever you want to call it. But what's really cool about this package is you also get a mini case, which looks like this. So if you need a case that you can just put your Action 5 Pro in and then shove this entire thing in your pocket, and now you're protecting the entire thing, this is perfect. And if you're wondering, does it fit with the SmallRig cage? Yes, it does. It doesn't fit with the little magnetic adapter at the bottom, but if you put the entire thing in here and then you just zip it up, and there you have it. It fits the entire Action 5 Pro with the SmallRig cage for $20. And again, you're going to get 2 lens covers and the case. This is a really great deal. So I know what you're thinking. What about a travel case? What if you want to travel with all of your accessories? Something that can fit the rechargeable battery case, all your batteries, the cage, the little adapter, the selfie stick, so on and so on. Well, I found a really nice travel case. Now, this isn't like super protective, right? It's not designed to be like thrown off a building or something like that. But what I like about it is it's very compact, has a little handle, right? But it fits everything that I think is essential, right? When using this Action camera. Let me show you. So on the outside, you have this basic zipper, right? You can fit, I don't know, whatever you want here, maybe like the user manual or memory cards and so forth. But on the inside, so it actually flips out like this, and this is where I keep that little small case I was talking about right here. A spare tripod, right? If I'm just wanting to put the camera on a tripod, and I still have a lot of room to add more things in here. Now what's cool is when you flip it down, here's the meat and potatoes right here. So I have the camera with the SmallRig cage attached, and again, the SmallRig cage fits just fine in the section that it's supposed to fit in here. I have the selfie stick. We have the little adapter, the little SmallRig adapter magnetic adapter, and then we have the battery compartment with all the batteries ready to go. So this is a great case, and it comes in at 40 bucks. Honestly, I think it's well worth it. I know there's cheaper cases for like 20 bucks or $15 or so forth, but as soon as I opened this thing, I realized that it was really nice, really high quality, gives you plenty of space to put almost anything that you want in here, and I like how it looks. It's pretty attractive. Does a good job of keeping everything together and offering some protection. Now, the fifth and last accessory that I want to talk about is a really important one, but it's a microphone. I think the sound quality is equally, if not more important than image quality, and a lot of times folks will tune out of your videos if the sound quality isn't very good. I think studies have shown that people are more tolerant of bad image quality, or, you know, if your image wasn't necessarily exposed 100% correctly or so forth, but they're less tolerant of bad audio. The audio is too low, too high, or inconsistent, and so forth. So the fifth item that I have for you guys is buy a good mic. Now, obviously, if you bought the DJI Action 5 Pro, it makes sense to stay in that ecosystem. My DJI Pocket 3 came with the DJI 2 mic, and I was happy to see that it paired beautifully with the Action 5 Pro. So for me, I didn't have to buy another mic, but there's no way I can imagine not having an extra mic, right? So I highly recommend that you stay in a DJI ecosystem and maybe get the Mic 2 or get their new minis and have that mic and utilize the cage, and also having the ability to place the mic on top and use it as a shotgun mic. So you can use it as a lavalier mic or a shotgun mic, and it's going to work flawlessly with your camera. It's a big deal, trust me. The beautiful thing about these action cameras now is they connect through Bluetooth. So if you can also get another Bluetooth mic, you should be able to connect with it and use whatever mic you want. I'm going to put a link in the description below for all of the items that I mentioned today. They're going to be Amazon affiliate links. I don't get a huge commission on them, but whatever I do make goes right back into this channel. So look for a link for all of these items below. And that's it for me, guys. I hope you found this video informative. And if you did, please consider subscribing and joining our channel memberships. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, everybody.